Elvis is a rock and roll electric guitar. And then away went Rudolph, whizzing like a shooting star. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa went to make it in town. Santa make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, reeling like a merry-go-round. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, I'm reeling like a merry-go-round. Said Santa to a girl child, what would please you most to get? A little baby doll that can cry, sleep, drink, and wet. And then away went Rudolph, whizzing like a saber jet. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, I'm reeling like a merry-go-round. As I got on a city bus and found a vacant seat, I thought I saw my future bride walking up the street. I shouted to the driver, hey conductor, you must slow down. I think I see her, please let me off the bus. Nadine, honey, is that you? Oh, Nadine, honey, is that you? Seem like every time I see you, darling, you got something else to do. Imus in the morning. Christmas in the city, Christmas on the farm, Christmas with the I-Man, his love will keep you warm. Been on the job too long. Well, he don't send no Christmas cards and he don't trim no tree. He's pissed off at everyone, he's probably pissed at me. Been on the job too long. All right. He gives the people what they want, ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't his fault that what they want is basically more crap. Been on a job too long. Well, Clinton's in the White House. He's marching off to war. Except he's not the one that's going, though. Of that you can be sure. Been on a job too long. All right. Republicans and Democrats, they just not behave. They shut down the government, but they all still got paid. Been on a job too long. So Christmas in the White House, singing Christmas songs. They might as well enjoy it, because they won't be there long. Been on a job too long. All right. Christmas cheer to everyone, the I-Man and his kin. Let's meet again tomorrow and do it all again. Been on the job too long. Take it home.
guy.
Atlantic 9X Mobile Fan Highway Patrol.
Baby, you gotta love it. Imus in the morning. 20/20 Sports.
Right corner starts for three. Big hoop if it goes. In and out, no good. Mason the rebound. Back up on Matumbo. Blocked by the big fella. Mason got it back. Blocked again by the big fella. Grabbed by McLean. Unbelievable defensive sequence. Matumbo. Denver still by 7 minutes to go.
The Nuggets reject the Knicks. Good morning. Mike Brainwood Sports. Jerry Schummel with the call on the Nuggets Radio Network. Denver comes into New York's Madison Square Garden and beats the New York Knicks 103-94. Mahmoud up for Quaker Oats.
You know, Christmas was always the most special season for me when I was a kid. I'll never forget Mom, Christmas morning, ladling out big steaming servings of oatmeal for us kids. The house would be chilly, but that hot oatmeal warmed us up fast, especially me. And it was healthy. Yes, sir, every time Mom gave us oatmeal, she was giving us a head start on life, keeping our cholesterol levels right where they ought to be, and teaching me about the birds and the bees.
Excuse me, the birds and the bees, Mr. Bramley?
Yeah.
I don't have that in my copy here. Where are you seeing that?
Well, I'm not seeing it, I'm remembering.
Oh, well, you're not supposed to ad-lib here, Mr. Bramley.
Okay, I just thought you might find that interesting, that's all.
No, just go back to the cholesterol levels line, okay?
Okay, let's see. Keeping our cholesterol levels right where they ought to be. That's the thing about oatmeal. Christmas time or any time, it tastes great and it's healthy for you. Fact of the matter is, it's just a healthy holiday boner. So this Christmas season, why don't you...
No, Mr. Bramley, there's that word again. It's bonus. B-O-N-U-S. Not boner. B-O-N-E-R.
Well, now, sir, let me ask you this. Did you ever get invited to the Brimley house for Christmas?
Well, of course not. I mean, I don't
No,
even...
you didn't, so you wouldn't know whether Wilford Brimley's Christmas oatmeal gives him a boner or a kidney stone, now, would you?
Well, no, I wouldn't. But that's not the point.
Oh, I beg your pardon, young man. That's exactly the point here. You see, I love oatmeal. Why, I'd marry the stuff if I could.
Mr. Bramley, you're sick.
No.
People marry people.
No, I never felt better in my life, and oatmeal beats a woman 7 ways to Sunday.
Well...
How many women have you met who all you got to do to get them ready is to throw a pan of hot water on them, huh? Not a one, probably. So, kids, this year when you're all gathered around the crackling hearth in front of the Christmas tree, Dad playing Santa, Mom bringing in them powdered sugar cookies right out of the oven, you just suddenly rear back and announce to the room, I'm kind of cold. Flip out your dick. Flop it in the old wassail bowl there and say, hey, Mom, fill her up with oatmeal.
No.
Yeah, Mom will faint, and Sis will swallow her chewing gum, and Agnes will probably gag, and Dad will be fumbling for that suicide hotline number, all because you got your own hot number dunked in the eggnog.
Oh, no.
Why not tell Mom to forget about the bowl idea entirely? Just say, Mom, I'll take my oatmeal, pour it into my Christmas stocking. That way, when somebody tells you to sit down and put a sock on it, well, you'll be in for a true religious experience. I'm telling you, it's the right thing to do.
Oh, here comes Fatty with a sack of sh**. Here comes Fatty with a sack of sh**. Here comes Fatty with a sack of sh**. And all them stinking reindeer. Well, I believe in Santa Claus. Yeah, I believe that he's a f***. And though he comes but once a year, it's enough to make me sick. Him and his Christmas spirit are really a lot of bunk. I'll have to bust my ass for another year just to pay for all this junk. Here comes Fatty with a sack of sh**. Here comes Fatty with a sack of sh**. Here comes Fatty with a sack of sh**. And all them stinking reindeer. Well, I believe in Santa, though he's got me in a mess. 'Cause I'm over the limit on my master charging my Visa and American Express. Well, I'm sweating and grieving about this money mess I'm in. He'll be up there sitting on his big fat ass until Christmas comes again. Oh, here comes Fatty with a sack of sh**. Here comes Fatty with a sack of sh**. Here comes Fatty with a sack of sh**. And all them stinking reindeer. Oh, here comes Fatty with his ho-ho-hos. And there my money all goes. Like to punch him in his big red nose. And he wish he never came here. Here comes Fatty with a sack of sh**. Here comes Fatty with a sack of sh**. Here comes Fatty with a sack of sh**. And all them stinking reindeer. Ooh.
Here's to all you mothers and fathers, grandmas and grandpas, aunts and uncles, anyone who's ever been pushed and shoved, kicked and beaten, scratched and clawed doing your last bit of Christmas shopping. Here's to everyone who's ever been sucked in by those crummy TV commercials that tell you if you don't spend $500 on your kids, you're a cheap slob. And here's to all those ruptured
investigation when we're in Little Rock. We will be doing that, by the way.
Yes, we will.
In the Bill Clinton ballroom, and she'll have that.
We will work with our pants down around our feet.
If your radio sounds funny in the morning, you're listening to Imus in the morning.
Some off-the-cuff remarks from Princess Diana, who was in New York City last night to receive the United Cerebral Palsy Association's Humanitarian Award.
Get out, God. She looked pretty good, though, didn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, she looked terrific.
Slip her the royal bone, baby.
That would be fine. Wait, now, you don't have a royal bone to start with. And you're not going to slip anything to anybody.
Shanty Irish bone.
That will be fine, God almighty.
Imus in the morning. Sports Radio 66, WFAN. Yo 66, WFAN.
Andy Rooney this week is on the Imus in the Morning program with a wacky song parody. Rabbi Mark Gelman.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, take out T-C-T. Imus in the morning.
She has a typical anchor woman's haircut.
That's what I mean.
She has a Diane Sawyer, Katie Couric,
Sue Simmons.
not Sue Simmons.
Melissa Etheridge.
Fine.
Thank
By the
you
way,
so
Deirdre
much.
would have jumped up for Keith Richards based on her taste.
Shut up.
This Christmas, baby, please come home.
Senator Tom Rutherford. Senator Rutherford is my...
How do you do?
This is my white trash brother, Fred Imus. How are you?
Fine.
Oh, wait, guess what, Fred?
What?
Well, I got great news for you.
You do?
Lou, Fred's going to love this. We have the new Delbert McClinton version of the Beatles come together. What are you taking your headphones
He's
off
leaving.
for?
I'm getting out of here.
If your radio sounds funny in the morning, you're listening to Imus in the morning.
Delbert McClinton to come together. I sort of like that, don't you? I do, too. And we still don't have time for the entire 4 minutes.
I understand.
Did you like that, Fred?
You know, nobody will have to shoot the other 3 Beatles.
They
hear that, they'll shoot themselves.
Imus in the morning. Sports Radio 66, WFAN.
Ain't heard from you in a while. I thought you were out of town. Do Bojangles for us.
Roseanne.
Hey, who's the pig standing next to Rickles? Jeez, I wouldn't go with Dean Martin's.
Ray Charles.
Sammy, what happened? When did the other eye go bad?
Sinatra.
80 years my way. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you another fine singer, Mr. Elvis Presley.
Frank, that's Edie Gourmet.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. How's your hubby, Mel?
Start spreading the news.
Well, what happened? The dog pee again?
Sinatra, 80 years my way.
Ring-a-ding-ding, doobie-doobie-doo. Happy birthday to,
You.
you.
No, I mean, happy birthday to me.
Oh, it's your birthday. Congratulations. And now the end is near. It might be time to just retire. My friends, they all steer clear. They're all afraid I might expire. But now my pants are full, and so I say, not in a shy way, I'll go. I'll say goodbye. I'll hit the highway. Duets, I did a few. I even sang with that guy Bono. He said the curse with F. I was impressed, 'cause he's a homo. My songs, I know them well, the words by heart. Something about doing it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, without my teeth I could not chew. But through it all, though aging sucks, I still command the big time bucks. I gotta call my tailor Saul. He don't work Fridays. I did all I could do. I did it all. It was amusing. But now when I wake up, I find it all so confusing. Sometimes I'll take a drive, then take a nap right on the highway. So you, there in your car, get out of my way. But what is a man supposed to do when he is done before he's through? And though he has a lot of spunk, that Harry Connick is just a punk. His records show he really blows. Can't do it my way.
Hey, Frankie, get him. What's the matter here? You got another show to do, Frank. Hold on. Get the car. Hey, Jude, don't make...
Now that the OJ trial is over.
Next, then the dog, Richard Neer. I'll catch you again at 5 o'clock next Saturday morning. Have yourself a great week and stay tuned to the Fan.
Sports Radio 66. The Fan, WFAN.
You know what the problem is these bastards think they can treat people like this and that nobody has any recourse. Yep. So I didn't bother to explain to this nitwit
that your recourse is...
Then it was a woman who was ever on at 3 o'clock. She ought to be fired.
I have no idea.
How can you tell me, well, how can you ignore me, wait on 3 other people, put the phone down 3 times, and tell me it's not your policy to page people? What are you, nuts?
If your radio sounds funny in the morning, you're listening to Imus in the morning.
Why are you sitting there with a phone, you moron? Who are you calling with a phone? What is the phone for? What is the phone for? What is it for? If she doesn't page people, who the hell is she calling? Domino's?
Imus in the morning on the fan. Sports Radio 66 WFAN.
WFAN 2020 Sports.
Good morning at 9 o'clock. This is John Minko and the flagship station for New York Knicks basketball.
Sports Radio 66 WFAN, New York.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? Christopher Russo on a Saturday morning here in New York. Nice to have you with us on a snowy Saturday indeed. The 2 Saturdays before Christmas at 718-937-66. 66, that's your two-way sports talk telephone number. Mike Hayes across the way as we talked to you at about 12:15. You have a daily dip as far as football is concerned.
We'd like you to try natural.
Pitcher. But if you're going to, first off, if you carry your team into the 8th inning in Game 5 of a playoff series on the road against that offense, and you carry your team to a 4-2 lead, you did your job. Now, what's the difference between what Cone did and what Newcomb did Game 3, 51 against the Giants? Thing coming up.
Sports Radio 66 The Fan, WFAN.
The Jets head to Uli Sports on WFAN, the flagship station for New York Knicks basketball.
Sports Radio 66 The Fan, WFAN, New York.
Hour 2 on the Fan. Nice to have you with us. Talked about the world of sports. 718-937-6666. There are a couple of signings last night in baseball, in case you missed it. Tam Condiotti, 2-year deal with the Dodgers. The Dodgers moved Kevin Tapani. They obviously reassigned him. Willie McGee with the Cardinals, 1 year. Charlie O'Brien, 2 years with Toronto. Jeff Montgomery stayed with the Royals, 2-year contract, club option for 98. It's a fine line here, though, George. I know what you're saying. There is a fine line. I know what you're saying. It's a good point. Coming back after 11, don't go away.
Sports Radio 66 The Fan, WFAN.
WFAN 2020 Sports.
Good morning at 11 o'clock. This is John Minko. It's on WFAN, the flagship station for New York Knicks basketball.
Sports Radio 66 The Fan, WFAN, New York.
Back on the Fan for hour 3. Nice to have you with us here at 12:15. Then the Steelers and the Patriots, followed by Green Bay and the Saints. That's the daily double today in the NFL. Both mean a lot to, 2 teams. The Steelers means nothing to the Saints. I don't think it means anything to the Patriots. They're not making the playoffs. And it means, obviously, something to Pittsburgh, and it means a lot to Green Bay. So that's the scenario as far as those 2 teams are concerned. Good performance. I don't buy it. How come there was nothing wrong with Mike Stanley's defense when the Yankees were 70 and 41 2 years ago? Or 26-7 down the stretch this year. 12 o'clock. Coming back. Don't go away.
Sports Radio 66 The Fan, WFAN.
Morning, and coming up on the top of the hour here, we're going to give away this 1995 Grand Cherokee of mine, the Red Laredo, with about 1,000 miles on it, I think, and the I-Man's DNA in it. So, yeah, very important.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw in that CBS Sports banner too.
No, you're not. I'm keeping that.
Well, you can have it.
Yeah.
Because Tim Mallon was supposed to
put that over my bed every time I score.
If your radio sounds funny in the morning, You're listening to Imus in the morning.
You realize only one of you is going to get the Jeep and the rest of you be pissed off, you know, so.
You're the only... Wait a minute. I thought it was Jeeps for everybody. Boy, do I feel stupid now.
Imus in the morning on the fan. Sports Radio 66, WFAN.
Sports Radio 66, WFAN New York. WFAN 2020 Sports.
It's 12 noon. I'm Bill Daughtry. Daughtry with 2020 Sports on WFAN, the radio home of Christopher Mad Dog Russo, a very proud owner of Jordan. How is Jordan today, Chris?
Bill, I haven't seen him this morning. I will see him when I get home. He is just a ball of laughs. He is. But you know what? He can be very cranky with that biting. Boy, he bites you deaf.
Little nipper, huh?
Oh, he's a nipper. But he's, we're going to leave him alone. Well, I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to take him with us today on a little joyride somewhere. So
a little extra money in case he nips.
Exactly. Not that kind of nip.
And the flagship station for New York Knicks basketball.
Sports Radio 66, WFAN, New York.
Okay, back on the fan. Nice to have you with us for our little bit stuff to play with here. We got another few minutes to go. It's 718-937-6666, two-way sports talk telephone number. It's a very, very, very good NFL weekend. You obviously also have Tyson tonight. You know, if you get around to about 9:30 against Buster Mathis, you can watch that for a little bit if you want. And obviously some NBA. Knicks Detroit tonight. You have some stuff with the Rangers tonight. Rangers were due to have the Yankees in left field. I heard that today. Bill didn't like it, but and another good is Deion Sanders. I can see George making a splash with that in April. I'll tell you that.
Cost him a lot of money.
A couple of million. All right, good job. Out of Stevie Cohen, have a good trip to Houston. Joe and Chin and Mike Hayes. We'll see you Monday at 1. Football coming up next. Enjoy your weekend. Adios.
Sports Radio 66, The Fan, WFAN.
Brayton was elegant after learning he has the pole.
I really am at a loss for words what it will mean to me.
To ride without the helmet for a number of years.
Obviously not getting enough oxygen there in the car. You get too much.
NFL draft finished up yesterday. 7 rounds, 249 players selected. Nice pick by the LA Raiders. In the 6th round, they take Brigham Young offensive tackle Eli Herring. He's a religious Mormon, can't play on Sunday.
Sorry, Coach.
Raiders.
Just win, baby.
Just pray, baby. Al Davis hasn't lost his zip. No, sir.
Well, you're playing all those games in college on Saturday.
It's great. That thing was great. There's always that Monday Night Football contest.
Looking at a waste of oxygen. Why? What in the world is going... I mean, you need treatment. Why are you screaming at these people? Poor little Lou. I mean, the slightest thing goes amiss and you go ballistic. Why are you... What is wrong with you? What in God's name is wrong with you? What in God's name is wrong with you? What's the matter with you? Tell me what is...
Imus, this ain't your mother's morning show.
Tell me! Tell me what is wrong! Tell me what drives you to that point! Tell me! Explain it to me! It makes no sense! What? You can't answer me, can you? No, you can't, because there is no answer! No answer!
Imus in the morning. Sports Radio 66, WFAN.
Believer. Shut up, Bernard, you bald-headed geek.
What did he say?
He said he said he can't understand why your husband left you, but I mean he's...
He didn't leave me.
You left him, didn't you?
Yes.
That's right. There you go. Have you got you somebody now?
Oh, trust me, I hold my own forklift.
All right, baby.
With 200 railroad ties on it. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, hang in there.
I will.
I'll talk to you later.
On the current affair, they played a tape of Kenny Rogers on the phone with topless bimbos, talking lots of trash, and it seems they got bothered by the filthy things he told them. So they brought about a lawsuit for a lot of cash. He said, I'm standing here naked with my pants around my ankles. I just drank a pint of whiskey. My eyes are all aglaze. Now it looks like I got me a big old throbbing boner, and I thought I might go stick it in the jar of mayonnaise. I wasn't shocked from the story about the singer who I admired, sang about Lucille and the gambler, Lady and Reuben James. But the gambler's just a pervert who wasn't talking to no lady. And I bet if old Lucille found out, she would be ashamed. You got to know when to phone 'em, know when to phone 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never mount your honey through a long-distance cable. Now it's time to call the accountant. Your career is done. Kenny got a little worried about the tainting of his image. He had lots of fans who listened whenever he would sing, but it sounded pretty stupid when he said he wasn't Christian, and he tried to run some jive by that moron Larry King. Now poor Kenny sits alone in his theater out in Branson. There ain't no one buying tickets, no asses in the seats. Let me give you a little tip that may have even helped old Pee-wee. If you're gonna be a deviant, you got to be discreet. You got to know when to phone 'em, know when to phone 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never mount your honey through the long-distance cable. Now it's time to call the accountant. Your career is done. You got to know when to phone 'em, when to phone 'em, know when to phone 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never mount your honey through a long-distance cable. Now it's time to call the accountant. Your career is done. You got to know when to phone 'em, know when to phone 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never mount your money through a long-distance cable. Now it's time to call the accountant. Your career is done. Not too many years ago, when dreams weren't coming true, I'd reach for inspiration. Sometimes it would be you. I'd hear you on the radio. I sure didn't like your sound. It's good to know there's still a few old country boys around. Imus in the morning.
Yeah, Imus in the morning. In your shorts, 2020 Sports.
Big weekend of racing coming up. Good morning. This is Mike Brain with sports. While meaningless baseball games go on, trivial NFL training camps open, the real sport of America will be busy. NASCAR. All right. Tomorrow, the Hummingbird Fish Finder 500. That'll occur in Talladega. Then on Sunday, it's the Die Hard 500.
That's a big race in Talladega. You know,
Sure.
CBS is going to broadcast that.
Absolutely.
No way.
I'm not kidding around.
Well, why are we leading with NASCAR? It's a big
Because I think it's important.
No, you don't.
And also on the Indy circuit, the Grand Prix of Cleveland is coming up as well.
Grand Prix.
No. Well, that's coming up on Sunday, so a big weekend for the world's greatest sport.
Why are you leading with the auto racing stuff?
Well, because it's the most popular thing in America. You can still buy a ticket to an auto race for $35.
Amen. There you go.
Can you buy a ticket to a Knicks game who nobody wants to see, by the way, for $35?
No, you cannot.
Can you buy a ticket to anywhere for $35 like you can NASCAR?
Can you buy a ticket back to Santa Fe? How about that?
For $3,500.
Well,
I agree with Fred. He's
I
right.
know what's going on.
I was a dreamer, never got it right. Died and lived in color, lived in black and white. Faithful as a magnavox, hung up on a song. She cried down to the breakfast nook, Lord, there's something wrong. Something wrong with the people. Something wrong with the people. Something wrong with the people. The believer is gone. Imus in the morning. In the morning.
All right, here now, Media Watch, a collage.
Imus in the morning. All the way tonight, we're gonna go all the way tonight. 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 We're gonna go all the way tonight.
Well, I heard you talking about that Meatloaf album, Paradise by the Dashboard Light. And that Meatloaf tricked me into that.
Oh, he did?
He didn't know it. But anyway, he said, okay, meet me at the studio. We go to the studio. So I do this thing, and I kept saying, why is every play a close play? What is going on?
Here we go. We got a real pressure cooker going here. Two down, nobody on, no score, bottom of the ninth. There's the windup, and there it is, a line shot up the middle. Look at him go. This boy can really fly. He's rounding first and really turning it on now. He's not letting up at all. He's going to drive the second. The ball is bottled out in center, and here comes the throw, and what a throw. He's going to slide in head first. Here he comes. He's out. No, wait, safe at second base. This kid really makes things happen out there. Batter steps up to the plate. Here's the pitch, and he's going, and what a jump he's got. He's trying for third. Here's the throw, and in the dirt, safe at third. Holy cow, stolen base. Taking a pretty big lead out there, almost daring him to try and pick him off. Pitcher glances over, winds up, and it's bunted down the third base line. The suicide squeeze is on. Here he comes, squeeze play, it's going to be close. Here's the throw, here's the play at the plate. Holy cow, I think he's going to make it.
We finished doing it, and I finally got what he was doing. I can't believe it. You should have seen the mail I got from the priests and the nuns and the school teachers and the mothers. Oh, geez.
Imus in the morning.
Largest selections of loose diamonds in New York with thousands in stock. Most EGL or GIA certified and all at guaranteed lowest prices. We have hundreds of styles of semi-mounts with 14-karat solitaires starting at just $49. Diamond tennis bracelets just $200 per carat with hundreds in stock. Invisible diamond rings that sell elsewhere for $5,000 per carat are just $1,300 per carat. Only the Jewelry Exchange in Fort Lee guarantees all their jewelry up to $3,000 to a price for at least double, that's right, double the purchase price. The Jewelry Exchange in Fort Lee, 201-302-9393. That's 302-9393. 201-302-9393.
Well, I'm going to talk to the men's now, but Harwin Shoes, Harwyn, is Blumenthal's brother's outfit. Now, Blumenthal's a loser, but his brother's not, you know what I'm saying? All 17 Harwin shoe stores feature the largest selection of Florsheim shoes for the men's in the New York area. To celebrate Harwin's 85th anniversary, Harwin now offering everyone a 25% discount on the second pair of them sharp Florsheim shoes. I could see little Sammy Davis in a pair of these, so them brogans that boy's wearing. He could get 3 pairs of shoes, and then he'd have more shoes than he does teeth. It's Harwin's way of saying, come on in and get the shoes. Hip to Jews. Stop by for a limited time to save your 25% discount on the second pair of Florsheim shoes. shoes. Harwin's at the World Trade Center. Shut up. Roosevelt Field, Garden State Plaza, the new Harwin Madison Shop at Willowbrook Mall. You can call 1-800-486-SHOE. Ask for Blumenthal's brother.
Good morning. I'm Eileen Marchese Cohen for the Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile Fan Highway Patrol. It's 32 degrees under cloudy skies with patches of dense fog. Clouds giving way to afternoon sunshine with highs in the mid-40s. And we do have those scattered patches of ice and fog in the area, so please use caution. Most of our bridges are reduced to 10 miles an hour on the Goethals, Bayonne, and Outer Bridge crossings, and the Tappan Zee is at 35 miles an hour. Very dense fog and a 20 to 25-minute delay into the Tarrytown, Westchester County-bound tolls. Southbound FDR Drive, traffic jamming into the 1-teens with several large potholes, closing the right lane and causing several stalls. South on 287, we have a car fire at Harder Road, and if you're in Morris County, New Jersey, eastbound 80, an accident just off the road approaching 280. Southbound Merritt Parkway, 2 accidents, one at exit 59, one at exit 57 in Orange. Holland and Lincoln, 15 minutes 5 at the George Washington Bridge. This traffic report is sponsored by Chrysler Plymouth, and I'm Eileen Marchese Cohen for the Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile Fan Highway Patrol.
Here now on the I-Line, 1-800-370-IMUS from any place in the country, is Dennis from Boston. Good morning, Dennis.
Yeah, I left to get a new job.
Pardon me?
I left to get a new job. I'm all upset.
Are you drunk, Dennis?
No.
You sound like you've been drinking.
No.
Okay. Sound like one of my phone calls to Charles back in the 80s, doesn't it?
Just exactly.
I used to get drunk and call Charles every night and just go, I'd just go on about everything, wouldn't I?
It's CEI. I'm telling you, I want to be your watchdog.
WEEI, the affiliate we are on there, and
yeah,
where we are number 1 in Boston, I would point out.
Yeah, I told you that last week. You called the guy up in the this and that. Last night.
Dennis, what do you do for a living?
I used to drive a cab, but...
I can so understand why you're not driving it now. I'm glad that you used it. Man, I mean, this is just not happening.
Where are you going?
You just got it. Have you been up all night, Dennis?
No, I'm a sports consultant.
That's just hideously unfair.
Why?
Well, because Pat Summerall doesn't live in Boston. Yeah.
No.
How about those Red Sox, huh?
Yeah, they got rained out tonight.
Oh, okay.
Last night.
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah, anyway, I want to be...
If you knew they were going to get rained out tonight, that'd move you into weather. Sure.
be giving you some money.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Let's go to Wichita, Kansas now. And Brian, good morning, Brian.
Hey, hi, man. How's it going?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Been listening to your show for the last couple of months. A friend of mine turned me on to it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it's kind of amusing. Actually, it's more than kind of amusing.
What are you doing in Wichita? Really, Brian, we just hate people who suck up to us. So. But anyway, because this is not G. Gordon Liddy, not to Oliver North. No. This is hate radio.
That is true, and I'm a fine purveyor of that. I do that on the internet all the time.
You give us 22 minutes, and you'll hate our guts. So, because we already hate each other and you.
Hey, most people don't even give me that long.
What do you do in Wichita?
I work at a porn shop.
No, you don't.
Yes, that's where I'm at right now.
Why is there a porn shop in Wichita?
Wichita, Kansas.
There are 9 of them in this town.
They should be shut down.
Are you
kidding me? That's where I'm at right now. That's what I've been doing for the last couple of years.
Well, what do you... this is disgraceful.
Got any new stuff?
We got all kinds of good stuff.
Send it over here.
Maybe you got a little copy of Winona Does Wichita.
Well, that's fine.
There's a problem. Are you a big Judd fan or not? Are you a country music? No, okay. Well, Naomi Judd, who's been on the program several times, she was scheduled to be on this program this morning and the Today Show. Now, the word we have is she's canceled all interviews today. Is that the deal, Bernard?
That is the word that we have.
Because she's a whining wacko. Now, they've done this movie, Naomi and Winona, Love Can Build a Bridge, this 4-hour NBC miniseries based on these 2 women's lives, which I guess have been painful.
Yes. Yeah.
They have, in effect, been something worse than a country song.
Yeah.
Sparrows.
They've been worse than a David Allan Coe song. I mean, it just doesn't get any worse than this, does it?
Yeah, no.
So they tried to put Naomi got all her Nashville lawyers together, and they tried to put a stop to the movie when they first decided to do it, you know. They'd signed this deal to do it back in 1990, and then, you know, when they got to... Because they got a bunch of these heathens from Hollyweird, and, you know, they're not that sympathetic to the plight of Naomi and Winona Judd, and certainly wanted to, I would imagine, exploit it. We're here now from NBC Sports, Don Criqui. Good morning, Don.
Good morning, I'm
How you doing, baby?
Okay, babe, there's something in the O.J. trial. I don't think Charles had this on the news. There's been a development.
Oh, really?
Apparently when the blood testing came back, Johnny Cochran went to see O.J. And said to him, there's some pretty bad news, but there's some good news. And O.J. said, what's the bad news? Well, Johnny said, there's matches all over the place. Their blood's at your house, and your blood's at theirs, and you're totally implicated. O.J. composed himself. He said, well, what can the good news be? He said, O.J., your cholesterol's below 130. Enjoy, I-Man.
Never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips. There's no tenderness like grief in your fingertips. You're trying hard not to show it. But baby, I know it. You lost that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. You lost that love and feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone.
Imus in the morning.
Sports fans, this is the ultimate holiday gift celebrating Sports Illustrated's 1995 Sportsman of the Year, Cal Ripken. You can now own a piece of history with the only official Cal Ripken Lou Gehrig 2,131 lithograph, personally approved by Cal Ripken, the Gehrig family estate, and Major League Baseball. This sports lithograph is now available directly from the publisher, Brenner's Sports Gallery. And you can be the proud owner of the only official Ripken Gehrig piece of fine art signed by Cal Ripken, the Sportsman of the Year, and created by 18-year-old Hall of Fame artist James Fiorentino. Call 1-800-519-0029 and celebrate the biggest sports moment in decades. Brenner's Sports Gallery is also proud to announce Fiorentino's next project, a special tribute to one of the most popular New York Yankee captains of all time, Don Mattingly. Call 1-800-519-0029 and be the first to order Fiorentino's tribute to Don Mattingly. Phone orders can be placed 24 hours a day by calling 800-519-0029. Order your Don Mattingly or Cal Ripken lithograph today. Call 1-800-519-0029.
Among the many things studied by Acura engineers is the concept of personal space. For example, the 7 to 4 feet around someone defines their social zone. 4 feet to 18 inches is the personal zone. And the cramped space inside of that, well, we call it the Mercedes C220 zone. On the other hand, the all-new Acura TL series offers interior room that's unbeaten by the Mercedes, the Lexus ES300, or a BMW 525i. As if that weren't enough, your Acura dealer is now offering special year-end lease rates on both the Acura 3.2 TL and the 2.5 TL sedans. Because the way we see it, a true luxury automobile shouldn't offer only a great deal of personal space. It shouldn't cramp your fiscal style either. See your Acura dealer now for a test drive and details on our special lease offers. Comparisons based on manufacturer's published data for 1995 models.
Business person, professional, ASA, the biggest problem face you day-to-day on a basis? Lack of organization is. Keep track, it's difficult to at work with unanswered emails, in the middle meetings popping up of everything, trying to everyone's coordinate schedule, to the point it gets any more sense make nothing seems to. What need you some is organization. What need you to is back your life in order get. What need you? Lotus Organizer is. The #1 is Lotus Organizer personal and group scheduling software in the world entire. Featuring things planner, like a calendar, address book, to-do list, electronic notepad, and more, much. With Lotus Organizer, you'll be able to better coordinate messages, meetings, and schedules, put an end to all the chaos, and finally start getting your life back in order. See? It's working already.
Lotus Organizer, the perfect holiday gift for any professionals trying to get order back in their lives. Available right now at CompUSA and J&R Computer World.
This Christmas, give your lady the gift that lasts forever. Diamond jewelry. Save up to 80% by buying factory direct. The Jewelry Exchange in Fort Lee imports most of their diamonds direct and operates on much thinner margins than other jewelers. 1-carat diamond earrings just $400 per carat. That means a 1/4 carat would cost $99. A 1/2 carat $199, and we have hundreds to choose from. The Jewelry Exchange in Fort Lee has one of the largest selections of loose diamonds in New York, with thousands in stock. Most EGL or GIA certified and all at guaranteed lowest prices. We have hundreds of styles of semi-mounts with 14-karat solitaires starting at just $49. Diamond tennis bracelets just $200 per carat with hundreds in stock. Invisible diamond rings that sell elsewhere for $5,000 per carat are just $1,300 per carat. Only the Jewelry Exchange in Fort Lee guarantees all their jewelry up to $3,000 to a price for at least double, that's right, double the purchase price. The Jewelry Exchange in Fort Lee, 201-302-9393. That's 302-9393. 201-302-9393.
This is the Imus in the Morning program, WFAN New York. Checking the 3-day Imus in the Morning weather forecast. Today, mostly cloudy skies with patchy fog this morning, becoming partly sunny this afternoon, a high of 45 degrees. Tonight, becoming cloudy with a chance of light rain falling, a low of 35. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a chance of rain mixing with snow or sleet, a high of 40 degrees. And Sunday, fair skies, a high in the 30s. Right now, 33 degrees under partly cloudy skies in New York City's Central Park. And this Imus in the Morning news report is brought to you by the MTA. In the headlines this morning, former White House lawyer William Kennedy took those notes, and the Senate Whitewater Committee wants them by 9 o'clock this morning. If the Whitewater Committee does not get them, the panel will ask the full Senate to send the matter to court. New proposals from the White House and from Republicans today on how to balance the budget in 7 years. If both sides do not reach agreement by midnight tonight or on another temporary funding measure, there's another government shutdown. Joe Waldholtz appears before a federal grand jury today. No word if he will even say anything. The estranged husband of Utah Congresswoman Enid Waldholtz will be asked about an alleged check-kiting scheme she faced the grand jury yesterday. Fog is keeping U.S. planes from landing in Tuzla today, but the deployment of 20,000 American troops is not expected to fall too far behind schedule. And the New York Post says the locals in Tuzla are dissing Dan. Dan Rather being criticized for not using locals to build the elevated structure from which he does his live reports and for chopping down too many trees to do it. Locally, a Brooklyn teenager has now been charged with murder for taking part in the firebombing of a subway token clerk. Brooklyn District Attorney Charles Hines says that 18-year-old James Irons told investigators he never saw the movie Money Train, which has similar scenes of firebombings of token booth clerks. Detectives are now searching for at least 2 others in the attack. The token clerk, 50-year-old Harry Kaufman, died on Sunday from the burn wounds he received on November 26th. The Manhattan District Attorney says George DeLury kept a diary that detailed his decision to kill his wife. The diary says DeLury had 4 options: leave his wife, kill himself, or help her kill herself. He allegedly chose the last option and fed her a lethal dose of antidepressants and sedatives. The 62-year-old DeLury was indicted on manslaughter charges yesterday, could face up to 15 years in prison. Newark police this morning are looking for a man who beat a Roman Catholic nun when she could not remove a gold ring from her arthritic finger. Sister Joan Woods was returning to the Sacred Heart Rectory when she was approached by the mugger. The 65-year-old nun says she gave the man the dollar bill that was in her change purse, but he became infuriated when she could not remove the ring. She required 4 stitches to repair the wound to her temple, was punched in the jaw, and was nursing a black eye. Imus in the Morning News Time, 8:03.
And now, Train Talk, brought to you by Metro North and the Long Island Railroad.
Let's see. That's 4 calling birds, 11 pipers piping, 7 swans a-swimming, 10 lords a-leaping? An impressive holiday list by anyone's standards. Now, how would you go about filling it? First, bring your credit card. Second, take the train into New York City. Metro North and the Long Island Railroad are making it easy for you to get your shopping done, with extra service and free parking at many stations on weekends and holidays. Best of all, the train puts you into Grand Central or Penn Station, right in the heart of shoppers shopping. There you'll find even the rarest holiday treasure. When you head home, store your gifts and bags in the overhead racks. Try to keep the 10 lords a-leaping off the seats. Friends, remember, your train time is your own time.
MTA Long Island Railroad and MTA Metro North Railroad, going your way.
We are sports. We got all kind of gear for games of all sorts. Urban, we are sports with the right sports
Herman's, we've got a gift for sports and a gift for savings. Right now, Herman's has genuine rollerblade inline skates at $10 to $100 off. Great gifts at incredible savings. Choose from rollerblade inline skates for every skating style and budget, including the Rollerblade Power Blade, Bravo Blade GL, Spirit Blade ABT, Bravo Blade Junior, and more. Many with Rollerblade's patented advanced braking technology. Includes certain discontinued styles. Hurry, supplies are limited. Save on our entire selection of inline skating protective gear. And remember, Herman's will match any price on the spot. So hurry in now for savings of $10 to $100 off rollerblade inline skates at Herman's. We've got a gift for sports.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Jane Metzler with the news. A couple deadlines facing President Clinton this Friday. The first arrives at 9 a.m. Eastern Time today. The Senate Whitewater Committee says if it does not receive notes taken by White House Attorney William Kennedy by that time, the committee will then ask the full Senate to take the president to court. The White House yesterday offered to turn the notes over to the committee if the committee agrees they are in fact privileged. The president has been claiming executive and attorney-client privilege. Whitewater Committee Chairman Alphonse D'Amato called that legal trickery.
We've attempted to extend to the White House every opportunity to avoid this.
Democrat Barbara Boxer of California said D'Amato's just playing politics.
They're offered the notes, but no, they're going to have a big all-out fight with the president, and people are going to think the majority on this committee are just turning this into a political brawl.
The White House says it will fight the request for the subpoena all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court, with the president saying he doubts he is the first president to claim attorney-client privilege. The other deadline comes at midnight tonight Eastern Time. 300,000 federal workers could get another of those unscheduled vacations if the White House and congressional negotiators fail to reach agreement on the budget or on another temporary spending bill by then. House Speaker Newt Gingrich, back being vocal again, says negotiators cannot walk away from what deficit spending has wrought.
This used to be a country where people worked very hard, saved a great deal, paid off the mortgage, and left their children the farm. We've become a society where we sell off the farm and leave our children the mortgage. And then we wonder why we have problems. A child born this year owes $185,000 in interest on the federal debt.
The White House and Senate Majority Leader Bob Dole are hopeful that new budget proposals presented by both sides today will yield some sort of compromise agreement. Joe Waldholtz has his day in court today before a grand jury looking into a check-kiting scheme. But will he talk? He may not. Estranged wife and Utah Congresswoman Enid Waldholtz appeared before the same grand jury yesterday. In Tuzla, the locals are talking about CBS anchorman Dan Rather. According to this morning's New York Post, the Post says the locals have been dissing Dan because CBS brought over its own contractors to build that elevated structure from which Dan has been delivering his live reports. They are also upset about the timber that was felled to provide Mr. Rather's vantage point. Post reporter Steve Dunleavy, ever the tabloid journalist, says he has snooped in the windows of the house that Rather is renting in Tuzla, found it well stocked with food and drink, a relief for all of us who care about Dan here. And they have grounded the planes flying into Tuzla today because of heavy fog. U.S. officials say that will not cause major delays in the U.S. troop deployment. Imus in the Morning News Time, 8 minutes after the hour.
Right here now on the Imus in the Morning program, my fat friend, Rush Limbaugh.
Vince Foster, the dead man, was a friend of Hillary's.
Shut up.
At the Rose Law Firm where she served a term, charging big outrageous fees. Foster, the dead man, turned up in the park one day. And D'Amato, well, he wants to know how Vince ended up that way. There must be something in those documents they never found, 'cause Maggie Williams shredded them and began the runaround. Now Foster, the dead man, knows the deal, but he can't say. Must investigate Whitewater Gate till we get the truth someday. Thumpity thump thump thumpity thump thump. What does Hillary know? Thumpity thump thump thumpity thump. Look at D'Amato go. Now Foster, the dead man, met a most untimely fate. And now Alphonse thinks that this whole thing's linked to vacation real estate. Senator D'Amato wants to know just what was what. And now he demands what was Foster's hand doing on Miss Clinton's butt. Will you please tell this committee just exactly what went down? Or when I'm finished up with you, 2 more bodies will be found. Then Bill and Hillary, they will have their judgment day. And they'll start to cry as they wave goodbye, and the feds take them away. Hear that Hillary wail. On her way to jail.
We're screaming here with Eileen Marchese Cohen because the pantload, the president's in town today in New York, and I have to travel across town at around 1 o'clock today. Yep. When is this moron getting here?
He's getting here supposedly late in the morning, early afternoon, but they're already closing down, certain streets.
I have to go from across the bridge to Central Park West today around 1 o'clock. How's that going to be for me?
It's going to be gridlocked, but it should be open up there. What street are you going to?
I'm going over around 67th and Central Park West.
You'll be okay, but you probably will hit a lot of the traffic.
If that fat pantload...
I'm telling you, he took my parking spot.
If he hoses the I-Man today, the next time Paul Begala gets on will be about the year 2050.
Absolutely. I don't think so. Take that subway.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to take the upper level of the Queensboro Bridge.
Okay.
And then go across on, I don't know.
2nd Avenue.
I'm going to go across town over
Across town. Okay, yeah.
So where's he going to be?
He's going to be, they're closing the
down at Stringfellows? Where's that?
He's going to be between 7th and 5th Avenues, between 52nd and 56th Streets. So you should be all right.
At what time?
All day. They're going to just freeze this, have frozen zones on and off all day.
And what is he here for? He's here to raise money for Cuomo?
Yep.
It's over.
Thank you.
It's over. He's not going to get elected.
All
Forget
right.
about it. Cancel the trip. I love Mario Cuomo. The kiss of death was when I endorsed him. It's over. It's not going to happen.
He's out. Get a pizza shop.
People are sick of him, and just because I like him doesn't mean anything. Zero. It means less than zero.
It's a strike against him.
In fact, it's a strike against him. In fact, that I think he at least he at the risk of losing the election, he's willing to stick by his principles, whatever they are.
And now we can bid him farewell.
And now, because he is a man of principle, as opposed to these other morons who'll tell you anything to get elected, he's going to be out of there, and it's just over.
Sure. Go back to the family business.
That will be fine. We don't need those kinds of references here.
Get a Domino's franchise.
I mean, you just got to know when to hang it up. I was out at this induction ceremony for this Hall of Fame deal, this broadcasting deal, last Saturday night, and the room was full of people there who should have gotten out.
Yeah.
Give it up.
Don't know when it's over.
Art Linkletter is 82 years old, still talking about getting another show. Kids say the darndest things, like what, Art? Mommy said not to play horsey with you in the limo? Get out. God. I mean,
Can I have another condom, Mom?
Honest to God, it's just, and that's not necessary. Is that what you learned?
That's bringing Mr. Linkletter forward into the tone of the 90s, that's all.
Monty Hall inducted Art Linkletter into this. And Monty Hall said it's over.
Behind door number 3 is a wheelchair, Monty.
It is over. God. The only person there who's even remotely happening was Robert W. Morgan, and to a lesser degree, that goof Larry King. But other than that, Ted Turner was so drunk he didn't know where he was. And with the bimbo wife of his, who has turned herself into a bimbo.
Yeah.
She's my age, trying to look 30.
And about as successful.
Well, I'm not trying to look 30, you bald-headed stooge.
I love Greenfield, don't you?
Just tremendously. He is the best.
How pathetic was it at Greenfield to suck up to Howard Kurtz of the Washington Post? First of all, Kurtz hates Greenfield. He told me that off the air. Howard Kurtz is here from the Washington Post, media critic for the Washington Post. Why is he here? Because they have report. Why are you here?
I'm here to take a brief descent into the bowels of radio to get a sense of how it's done.
And so why come here? Why not go to a real radio program like Howard Stern or Rush Limbaugh?
This is the rectum of radio.
Yeah.
So here we are at this convention to remind ourselves where we come from and to claim the future for ourselves and for our children. Today, our great Democratic Party, which has saved this nation from depression, from fascism, from racism, from corruption, is called upon to do it again.
I see my light shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, I shall be relieved. Imus in the morning. Hi, I'm Stu Leonard Jr. here in our kitchen at the world's largest dairy store. We'd love...
Chef George, as Stu Linus, I make everything fresh daily. I guarantee you party a terrific success.
You'll get fabulous food at a fabulous price. Have a real happy holiday.
Stu Leonard's would love to cater your holiday party. All you do is pick up the phone and pick it up at the store. For Stu Leonard's catering, call 847-7213 for the Norwalk store or 790-8030 for Danbury.
I call up, they have it ready, I bring it home. That's all.
SNET.
Snap, it's about my long-distance bill.
Let me guess, it's too high.
Oh, no. Gee, I'd like to pay more. Of course it's too high.
You wouldn't have AT&T for your out-of-state calls by any chance, would you?
And?
Well, there's your problem.
Excuse me?
You're splitting your money between two phone companies, SNET for in-state, AT&T for out-of-state.
Yeah, do I have a choice?
Of course, you can combine all your calling with SNET all distance and get some attractive volume discounts.
Yeah, I've heard that before. $25 spending minimum applies.
But all distance counts all your in-state and out-of-state long distance. And even if you spend less, we have other ways to save.
Oh, you're saying my in-state calls can save me money in my out-of-state calls?
And vice versa.
Oh, sounds simple. Are you sure this is net?
I'm sure.
Listen, I'm sorry I was so upset when I called. Feel a lot better now.
Okay.
To sign up for SNET All Distance, call 1-800-531-SNET. That's 1-800-531-SNET. SNET. We go beyond the call.
Hey, you're a sports fan. So answer this. Who's got the ultimate NBA double team? The Bulls? Nah. The Magic? The Knicks? No way. The ultimate NBA double team is TNT and TBS. Teaming up to bring you the best of the NBA every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So much basketball. So much basketball. It doesn't even fit on one network. Tonight at 8 Eastern on TNT, the Jazz and the Magic. Shaq and Penny together again as the league's most explosive 1-2 combination defend the arena against the Jazz. The Jazz against Shaq and the Magic tonight on TNT. And there's more great matchups next week. How about Suns at Rockets, Bucks versus Pistons, and the Knicks versus the Magic? This is one double team nobody can beat. TNT and TBS with 3 nights of NBA action every week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. TNT and TBS, the ultimate NBA double team.
Remember when you were a kid and when you sat on Santa's lap, he promised you'd get that special toy for Christmas? Well, the pros at Golfers Warehouse know that at the holidays, even grown-up kids want their promises kept. So here's a promise for golfers. No matter what you buy, no matter when you buy it, you will get the lowest price guaranteed when you buy it at Golfers Warehouse. They sell the top brands in golf like TaylorMade, Callaway, Cobra, and more for less every day of the year. You could say that every day is Christmas at Golfers Warehouse. As an extra bonus, register to win a golf getaway for 2 to Florida. Fly to Fort Lauderdale on Midway Airlines, stay at the famous Fontainebleau Resort, and golf at the Bayshore Club. No purchase necessary. Golfers Warehouse, Santa's favorite store on the Post Road in Orange, Connecticut, and in Hartford and Canton. Open till 8:30 weekdays, Saturday and Sunday till 6 through Christmas. Stop by Saturday, December 16th, and check out the WFAN Fan Van for a prize giveaway. Golfers Warehouse.
morning. I'm Eileen Marchese Cohen for the Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile Fan Highway Patrol. It's 33 degrees under foggy skies, clearing by this afternoon with sunshine and highs in the mid-40s. Use caution, patches of ice out there, as well as very dense fog. On the east side, southbound FDR, very slow into the 110. Several large potholes close off the right lane. Westbound LIE, Heavy Cross Island to the Fairgrounds, Grand Central West bumper to bumper at Kew Gardens with an accident. Northbound BQE, we have a stalled truck on the ramp to Tillery Street, and west on the Cross Bronx, numerous stalls reported just past Webster Avenue. Southbound Merritt Parkway, a mess. A lot of ice reported in Upper Connecticut from exit 61 down to 55 in Milford. Numerous accidents. Inbound George, 10 minutes, 25 at the Lincoln, and at the Holland, it's a 10-minute delay. Turn your home into a private theater at 6th Avenue Electronics with 4 locations in the New Jersey area. 6th Avenue Electronics supports the American Express charge against hunger. I'm Eileen Marchese Cohen for the Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile Fan Highway Patrol.
Imus in the morning. 2020 Sports. Right corner starts for 3. Big hoop, if it goes. In and out, no good. Mason the rebound. Back up on the tumble. Blocked by the big fella. Mason got it back. Blocked again by the big fella. Grabbed by McLean. Unbelievable defensive sequence from Mutombo. Denver still by 7 a minute to go.
Denver does New York. Good morning. Mike Breen with sports. Jerry Schemmel with the call. The Nuggets radio network from Madison Square Garden. Knicks lose at home to those Nuggets, 103-94. Dikembe Mutombo with 4 block shots, including those 2 you heard on Anthony Mason late in the fourth quarter. Mutombo was surprised at Mason.
I don't know what Mason was thinking about. He should have given Patrick that ball for a dunk. He was just trying to see if he can get one from a big far. I think he didn't get enough.
The Knicks' winning streak now ends at 3. Chicago Bulls' winning streak extends to 8. They beat the Hawks in Atlanta last night, 127-108. Portland wins at home over Charlotte, 116-109. Miami loses in L.A. to the Clippers, 89-84, ending the Clippers' losing streak at 9. Indiana winning in Toronto on a last-second shot from Rick Smits, 102-100 Pacer victory. And San Antonio goes into Dallas. They beat the Mavericks, 126-111. Guard Avery Johnson said the play of Will Perdue was clutch.
Will's been playing awesome. What more can you ask for? If we can get a guy at a 4 position that'll just concentrate on rebounding, I think we'll be pretty good, because that's pretty much, what we got last year. We could just get somebody to get us 12 rebounds a game at that spot. That'll really help us out quite a bit.
Spurs snapped their losing streak at 3. Boxing tonight at Madison Square Garden. Lightweight title fight between Oscar De La Hoya and Jesse James Leija. De La Hoya is wondering how he'll react to the big night.
It's going to be a good night. I'm going to be in shock, It's going to be my job to stay focused, even though I'm in New York fighting at the Garden and 15, 16,000 people cheering, I have to stay focused. I'll probably, hopefully I won't faint or something, looking at all these people.
Well, De La Hoya fights tonight. Mike Tyson goes tomorrow night against Buster Mathis Jr. That bout in Philadelphia. At the weigh-in yesterday, Tyson came in at 219, Mathis at 224. College football, the Las Vegas Bowl. Toledo beats Nevada 40-37 in overtime, as the new overtime rules for bowl games kick in the very first bowl game of the season. And that's sports. I'm Mike Breen.
Good morning, Salmonella.
Morning, Don. Thanks a lot. Shut up.
Fine.
I beat you to it this time.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
yes,
I did. This is a festive holiday season, Don.
Yes, it is.
God, you can't go no place in New York without feeling Christmas.
Right.
Without smelling Christmas.
Fine, let's not get too graphic.
No, I'm just saying, chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Right.
It's Christmas.
Okay, fine, Sal.
Swarthy Hindus selling Italian ices.
Sal?
The whole thing. Christmas in the city.
Fine, Sal.
I got a little story I would like to read. Every year, traditionally, I read this to all the kids in my neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
It's a very touching story.
What is it?
It was the night before Christmas.
Oh, we've all heard that, Sal.
No, not this one yet.
Oh, I see.
This is The Night Before Christmas, starring Salmonella.
Oh, let's hear this.
Thanks a lot. Shut up.
Fine.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the block, not a creature was stirring, not even Ed Koch.
Mm-hmm.
The stockings were hung by the furnace with care, in hopes that by morning they'd all still be there. Me and this skank were getting ready for bed. I wore pajamas. She had a paper bag for her head. When up on a roof, I heard this big crash. Thought it was a burglar. I was gonna kick ass. Went out on a fire escape, looked up in the sky, and what did I see? This freaking fat guy with a red suit and boots that came up to his knees. In the moonlight, he looked just like Dom DeLuise. He had a big sled pulled by these reindeer.
Right.
He called one of them dancer, so I assumed he was queer. As he crept off the roof, it became clear to me that this guy was looking to steal my TV. Over his shoulder, he had a big sack. He came down the stairs while I planned my attack. I waited a second till the timer seemed ripe, smacked him in the head, bada bing, with a pipe. He fell to the floor with a groan and a thud. I was kind of surprised that I didn't see blood. Instead, he rolled over, looked me in the eye. When I saw who I hit, I near started to cry. I said, "Hey, yo, Santa, I'm sorry, all right?" "Not for nothing," he said, "but this just ain't my night." I got lost in the Bronx. I ran over some nuns. Had a near miss by Kennedy. Rudolph's got the runs. I'm out all freaking night and I'm busting my hump. But I can't continue now, not with this bump.
Yeah.
So do me a favor and be a real pal. Take over for me. And be Santa, Sal. I say, "Yo, I'm from Brooklyn. I ain't right for the part." But he said that Santa Claus comes from the heart.
Oh.
He made me an offer I couldn't refuse. Stop at every house, except for the Jews. I got in the suit and stepped onto the sleigh, wondering just why reindeer smelled that way. Took off on my mission, didn't want to be late, while old St. Nick spended the night hosing my date. That night, I was Santa, bringing kids joy and bliss. And if you don't believe me, then hey, jingle this.
Oh, that's very nice.
Since then, I've been with him each year in the cold, riding shotgun with Santa, because he's fat and he's old.
Yeah.
I'm his #1 helper. I've been deputized. So on this Christmas Eve, don't you be surprised if you hear a voice say real loud and abrupt, "Merry Christmas to all. Thanks a lot. Shut up."
scientists at Tract Card by playing the tuba.
Really?
Yep. I'm going to have escalope de veau à la moutarde.
Ooh.
That's veal scallopine with mustard sauce.
You speak French, too.
Just picked it up.
Bill, how come you know so much about, well, everything?
Oh, I don't know.
You must read a lot.
Not really.
Watch MEU on cable TV and learn something. It's the cable channel for your brain. So get ahead. Call your local cable company today and ask about MEU.
Okay, I learned it on cable TV.
Sure.
Really, on MEU? I did.
It's holiday time, the time of deadlines and demanding customers, the time to call the United States Postal Service. We put on extra planes and trucks, over 1 million extra square feet of warehouse space, and our personnel are ready to handle the holiday crunch. And whether you need express mail, priority mail, or overseas service, we offer more shipping choices than anyone else. No one can address your holiday stress like the USPS. To get started, call 1-800-222-1811.
Imus! My man used to have a fat phone. My phone was fatter than Larry Kinney.
Oh, no!
Yeah, that's a fat phone.
Fat phone.
Then I got a Nokia. They're the second largest manufacturer of cellular phones in the world. You can see a full line of Nokia products available at any one of the 11 nationwide cellular locations. I have the Nokia 232, I have the black marble one. They come in 4, 5, 6 colors. And Nokia is soon going to market the 232 in even more colors. So some of the 232's features include the ability to store the last 5 numbers that you called. Also has keyguard capability to prevent the phone from accidentally being turned on in your pocket. So, you know, that happens, and then you get ready to use it, and the battery's dead. Then you get it. So. Plus, it has 3 one-touch speed dialing keys. That's a pretty good deal, huh? Remember, Nokia, N-O-K-I-A, available at all nationwide cellular locations. Nokia, ain't no fat phone.
Enter. Hey, boss, I got you a gift for the holidays. French cologne. Great. Yes?
Boss, I just wanted to tell you what a great boss you are.
Cut to the chase.
Well, I got you this paisley tie, sir.
Thanks. Put it on the table over there. What?
Mr. Johnson,
Yeah, what'd you get me?
one of Casio's new full-color electronic organizers.
Full color?
Yeah, you can enter data in red.
Wow.
Highlight important addresses in blue.
Gee.
Look, yellow.
Hey, is that a clock and stuff?
Yes.
This color Casio must have cost a fortune. We're obviously paying you way too much.
Oh, no. At Staples, it's the same low price as a black and white organizer.
So you didn't spend a lot.
Oh, no, it was very reasonable.
Well, I got you a few things, too. French cologne, the paisley tie. Take them off the table on your way out.
Oh, that was very thoughtful. Thank you.
Staples has great gifts, like the new line of Casio color electronic organizers and over 6,000 other items at the guaranteed low price. Staples, yeah, we've got that.
Hey, what? Where did you get that tie?
Huh?
Good hit, Alpha 3-2. There really is something about being a soldier. It started the moment I got here. The word can't vanished. I'm training for the Patriot missile system. This is the training I came in for. My family's proud of what I've done. I'm proud of who I am. I'm a soldier.
Call 1-800-USA-ARMY. Paid for by the U.S. Army.
Hi, we're interviewing Robin Leach about healthy lifestyles. What's the secret, Mr. Leach?
Take garlic?
Oh, parlez-vous français?
Why?
Because you said garlic instead of garlic.
Yes, garlic, the most potent garlic tablet there is.
Garlic tablet?
Oui. Studies suggest that garlic may help lower cholesterol and blood pressure, so take garlic. I do. It's almost twice as potent as any other tablet, all natural and odor-free. Take garlic, it's magnifique. Garlic at food, health, and drug stores. For information, call 800-777-2000.
Why do people feel compelled to tell me these things about their life? Man, these grim events, who knows? You can get people to call you up and reveal the most excruciatingly intimate details of
Billy Taylor.
Exactly. Eileen? Sure. Yeah. Just bubbled out.
Just have this way about you.
Just felt compelled to reveal this affair she had with it.
Oh, affair.
Well, what was it then?
I never
had anything to do...
You licked her! You licked her!
You know what? Get the guys with the white coats.
Oh, go home.
It's time to just really wheel you out of here.
Anyway.
Apologize.
I'm sorry. Well, I said I was sorry. God. Well, I mean, don't get hysterical.
You are like something that crawls out from the bottom of a swamp.
You look at me, baby.
Yeah. Lick this.
Yeah, all right.
Lick this, buddy.
Come on. Ocean spray. Eileen, God, settle down.
Well, really, that was
you're
over the line.
You know, you're disgusting, really.
I'm disgusted.
Yes. Yeah. And get some sun. Your legs look all very pale.
I'm wearing off-white stockings.
Oh, well, that explains that. Never mind. What's the matter, Breen?
You know, the sick thing is you really think it's funny, too, when you say these things.
Why did you laugh, then?
Because it was funny.
Ocean Spray has the unbeatable sweet tart taste you can't get anywhere else.
Well,
what's the matter, Eileen?
Oh, nothing.
Is that hair on your chest there?
No.
There are lots of imitators out there.
Hallucinogenics again, Imus?
But there's nothing like Ocean Spray, the original. Unlike some other junky drinks, each serving of Ocean Spray has 100% of the recommended daily allotment of vitamin C and ain't got no artificial preservatives or any other bugs in or anything. Look for Ocean Spray's newest flavor combination, cranberry cherry juice drink. Good way to flush out your wiener, by the way. It's cranberry juice. It's got the taste your entire family will love.
Flush out your wiener?
Yeah.
With cranberry juice.
Right.
All right.
And now you can get, a lot of you women got to, you know.
Well, hey, you know,
got them urinary
Katie,
problems.
stop it! What in the world is the matter? What's happened?
I don't know.
Jeez, how did this start?
I don't know. All right. Got your plumbing.
Can you control yourself?
Got your plumbing back up on your baby. Well, what's wrong now?
What do you mean, what's wrong?
Good grief. Cranberry juice stuff, get it?
Yeah.
Cranberry juice got those.
Flush out your...
Jeez. In case Lupicus kids are listening, penis. You said it was flowers, so why not say it with a made in the USA Vermont teddy bear? Well, his kids like it when Uncle Don says penis on the air. So.
Not when you wiggle it at them.
Uncle Ed.
Where is this going?
By the way, we had a hair-off with Bernard McGurk and
Dave Jennings,
and
not even close.
you have just barely more hair. Just marginally more hair than Dave does.
He's bald, and I have a slight receding top.
No, that's absolutely. You've got a big male pattern baldness thing going on. It's receding back to your neck.
Get out of now.
Beat him by single digits, hairs. Come on.
One thing I like about Dave Jennings, here's a guy who the hair's was gone when he played football.
Yeah.
Remember he was.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, just deals with it. Doesn't act to some.
He accepts it.
He accepts his.
That's it.
No cover up.
Yeah, exactly. His.
He's comfortable with his own appearance, certainly.
Besides, it's all the rage at the bathhouse.
You know what you could do? You could order a Vermont teddy bear and tell them you want a Dave Jennings Vermont teddy bear, and they'll shave its head.
Yes. Yes, they will. Absolutely. You get a hairless bear.
They'll shave its head and give you a couple of serial killer eyes and stick in there. that intense kind of Charles Starkweather look. And I'm coming into nursery dorm with the AK-47 look on your teddy bear.
And write Dave Jennings on him.
In fact, here's what you do. You call the Vermont Teddy Bear people, 1-800-829-BEAR. Say, I'd like a Dave Jennings teddy bear.
Yeah.
And they'll know what to do.
They know exactly. That's what they got the counselors there for.
They have teddy bear counselors, and they'll tell you. Just what, and then in the event maybe you get a bear counselor that's not hip to football or something.
Well, yeah.
Then explain that you want the... did Eddie get his head... Did you get a haircut, Eddie? Yep.
Is it cut or in a ponytail?
Ponytail?
No, he's got
the ponytail. Oh, thank God.
Forget it.
Why don't you cut that ponytail off and take it in and glue it on Dave's head? Or on Bernard's head, for that matter. Anyway, pardon me?
I said, that was a pretty good line.
What did you say?
I said you're a jerk.
Fine. That's Mr. Jerk to you, pal. Tell him he wants a Dave Jennings teddy bear, the Vermont teddy bear.
Right.
They'll shave its head, give it a couple of beady-looking mass murderer eyes.
Yep, an earring on the right ear.
And they'll put a little butcher knife in his hand.
And they'll pose it, you know, ready to strike.
Yeah, kind of a Friday the 13th Stephen King pose.
Right. Some blood on the blade.
Yeah, how great would that be?
Certainly.
All right.
And put a little Jets uniform on it.
Exactly.
With no pants on.
You weren't one, though. That was a Lance. What was the guy's name? We took his, taking his wiener out in front of people.
Lance.
Guy used to be married to Joey Heatherton.
Lance the Pants Allworth.
Yeah.
He's having a little fun.
So anyway, call the Vermont teddy bear people. It's a good. They're cute bears and stuff. Now, it's not one of these bears made in Taiwan.
No,
not these bears made in this country.
Not a jive bear.
No, not a
It's an American bear.
Exactly. 1-800-829-BEAR. 1-800-829-2327.
What are the imus bear where the face looks like it was melted? The neck hangs down to his